This mix is brought to you by DJ Autism.
15 and delay. And then
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another video. Welcome to some Carx Street for today's video, and this is going to be an interesting one because it obviously takes a little while to plan these. Well, not plan them, but like get them into motion, right? So this is a lot of stuff that I obviously had to do off camera, and what I mean by that is a lot of the prototype parts that you get, you either get through some drops in, not in storage, I don't know, like you get some drops basically from winning events and all that, where you can get some prototype parts. Not only that, you can also get them from searching around the map, and you get loads of little parts to create one full part basically. So like, for example, what you've just seen there as well, if I go to storage, as you can see, let's say this ECU, I need 12 collectibles to be able to create this one ECU. So it takes a long time to make a full inventory full of every single part possible to be able to do a build like this. So just keep that in mind whenever you're asking for me to do like prototype builds. If anybody ever asks me, why should you do a prototype build on this? It's like, because it takes a long time to do, right? And not just for video's sake, but just to collect everything. It just takes a long time to do. Now, I've looked at some of the suggestions that you guys have sent me for prototype builds and everything, but I thought I would go a little bit of a step further and try something a little bit different for today's video, because what I've seen is people basically saying to me is just do more race builds, kind of like what this car is right here. So I don't really want to do that, to be honest. I don't really want to do that because I feel like it's going to be very, very repetitive on every single build that I do. This being the most extreme car in the game because it's the lightest car and you can give it like a stupid amount of horsepower, especially with the Mercedes engine that it has in it right now. I feel like I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. So, for today's video, I'm going to try my very first prototype drift car. This is what today's video is going to be about. Full prototype build on a drift car. I don't think it's going to be very, very useful for doing like really, really small drifts, like if I was to take it down on these like mountain roads here. As you can see, they're, you know, tiny little corners, because the prototype parts give you so much more power out of engines, and obviously it gives you extra steering angle and everything. Like it gives you more adjustment as well and everything. But not only that, like I said, it also gives you a lot of power, So I think our goal for today's video is to install all these prototype parts on the car that I want to turn into a drift build. And I mean, there's not really that many cars that, you know, I would pick as drift cars, but I think this is one of them. This S18, or I guess the S13 in real life, is definitely a car that is obviously considered as one of the greatest of all time when it comes to drifting. The S chassis is just absolutely incredible. I've done different types of builds on a lot of different types of cars in the game, and I enjoy doing all the random weird things. Like, I've done builds on, like I said, pretty much anything and everything in this game. There's builds on the channel that I still have yet to do. Like, there's still a bunch of different random cars that I still don't actually own and I want to do builds on. But the S chassis, especially the S13, even though the S14 is actually a better car, the S13 with the flip-up headlights, it's just a classic in the world of drifting. I mean, I've already done an 8.6, but that's obviously not for drifting. I've built it very similarly to what my Lada thing is now that I'm in open world, but I want to do a build on this just to see how good we can get this thing to be. And I also think that there's going to be a lot of customization options available for cars like this, right? Because obviously in real life you have so much aftermarket like parts available for it, so there's definitely a way that you can just fully like build those things in ridiculous ways. I already like the way this thing sounds. Let's get her off the gravel though, so we can hear it more. I really like the way this thing sounds. I think I might engine swap it, but I'm not entirely sure. It's not really that slow for a C1, is it? Or maybe it's just because I'm going downhill. But it looks good. I think the model on this car looks really, really good. Pop-up headlights as well, making it even cooler. I mean, I'm probably gonna... I don't know if I want to get rid of the pop-up headlights. I'm assuming we could probably turn this thing into a still 80 as well. I tried to get that back end to kick out. I mean, when I was thinking of what could be like a really good drift car in this game, and I mean, this is like one of the first cars that popped into my head, so I was like, I had to do something with an S chassis if I want to do a full-on prototype drift build. Again, I've done builds in the past, and pretty much every single prototype build that I've done in the past have been all-wheel drive, most amount of power, and just tried to kind of race them, but I've never actually tried to do a build on like a drift car like this. I feel like it's going to be incredibly overpowered with all the parts that we're going to slap onto it. But also, yeah, it does have a pretty crappy engine. It has the CA, doesn't it? Or what's it called? It's the CA8. Is it CA? I can't even remember 100% exactly what it's called, but it is. It's not the thing. We could put a 2J in it. We could put a GTR engine in it, which actually could be quite fun if you GTR swap this thing. We can also put the LS in it if we really wanted to as well. I don't really necessarily want a stupid amount of power in it. Or we could put the SR20, but I mean, I feel like that engine is in everything. GTR engine would be kind of fun. To have this thing basically sound like a GTR. It's a big hefty engine though, isn't it? Like, it does add 52 extra kilos of weight. It is the heaviest one out of the lot by the looks of things as well. But it will make a significant amount more power as well, if I put it on. 2J, I feel like is the standard swap. It's either a 2J or the LS is what everybody usually likes to put in these things, don't they? I feel like that is the one. I'll put a 2J in it. You know what? I'll put a 2J. I'll fold and put the 2J in it. I'll do that. Okay, and now everything else, we can go and slap on prototype parts on this thing. So let's see how much power can we squeeze out of this car with the prototype parts on the 2J. This is one thing that I obviously have... I don't know until I try it, obviously. Is prototype parts, how much power do they add on to these engines? We're in CS already. We're in CS. I haven't really done the weight yet, but pretty much everything else can also go into... Let me buy this as well, the T50S. I may need to get more of these gold currencies. We'll see. I think it's only after I start adjusting stuff I think I'll have to. That as well. Transmission, boom, sorted. Rear wheel drive, of course, standard. Body swap, another 50. Yeah, I need to go do some of these credits. That's so annoying. I keep forgetting every single time. I got a few more there that I had like just waiting around and I got rid of some. Alright, just like that, I'm done. I got my gold back. Haha, funny number. Alright, body swap. Light as possible. And then weight reduction all the way to prototype. Gas tank and aero. Aero I didn't even bother to make it. Like I just didn't care for it. I don't think it's a like anything that's really worth it. Wow. You can see the Ackerman angle and you can also see the steering angle that increases with this with the prototype. Just from ultimate to prototype. It's insane. I mean everything increases. You got camber that increases, you got caster that increases. Lots of stuff increase. Even more camber as well with the rear suspension. Again, it's all very, very sick. Having prototype gear and everything. You just have a lot more adjustment for every single part of the car. Not just power and weight, but everything has more adjustment. And that's pretty much it. That is our full prototype build on this car. The only thing that we can really change right now after this is going to be visually, and then of course I have to come back and do the tune for it. But as of right now, this is what our car looks like, and I'm pretty happy with the stats for it. Very, very good. I'm assuming this is also going to be very, very difficult to... This is going to be very difficult to drift on the street tires. I'm on Spros Plus right now. Like this is on like grippy tires. No tune, nothing. That's so good. Like I said, I've never tried prototype build on something like that before. Alright, let's have a look at this. Yes, still 80. We could still 80 this thing. I don't think I'm gonna do it though. I think I'm gonna go and stick with the pop-up headlights. Type X rear end as well, which I really like. What else have we got available for this thing? There's so many kits. There's so many kits available for this thing. It's crazy. Boy, this looks kind of nice. But again, we can still go still 80 with it if we really wanted to. Like, some of the parts are nuts for this thing. I'm assuming we could probably mix and match, right? Like, I really like this. It just reminds me like the... Is it like Origin? Is that the company that makes that kit? A slightly wide-bodied arches as well, I really, really like. Let's, can we... Like I said, can we mix and match here? Because this is probably one of those cars that we can mix and match. Like, slightly wider fenders is cool and all, but can we get something that matches everything? Like, I like this one. I think this is probably going to be one of the best ones to have on. I have the money to like spend as well, so I don't really have an issue with that. Like, this kind of fits with the wide body as well. So does this. Big ass intercooler on the front could also work really well. Ooh. There's so many kits available, bro. There's so many. I've picked such a good car for like customization like options, pretty much. As much as I like this kit, I just feel like it just may... no, because it does fit, doesn't it? Look at even the design of the fender to the front bumper. It does fit really nicely. What's the rear end look like? I could even go without a rear end like that. Oh, but that looks great too. So does that one. That actually doesn't even look too bad either. And then the Street X one looks nuts as well. There are so many rear ends for this that just look good. I need something again to match kind of the front. So I'm going to say either the Street X one, there's a big bulky kit like that, or we can go with something maybe like this. The CBW kit. Which kind of matches the front end, I think, maybe a little bit more. The fat exhaust as well on the side is so clean. What else? The hood. We can change. Nothing there. I like the way we have like a tilted hood though, if we go to this one. I'm building like such a drifter's car, I'm like. We can change the roofs, we can have like a roof spoiler, roof scoop. Oh, sunroof is actually clean. I'm putting that on. That was very nice. Stock headlights. Flippy up, we got the sleepy eyes. I kind of like the sleepy eyes. No, I don't like that. Pop-ups are cool, but sleepy eyes are, I think, even cooler. And then that's it, we can't pick anything else out of that. I'm gonna do a sleepy eyes. Type X rear end. Oh, I kind of like the basically getting rid of the amber sign markers. As classic as they look, and looks clean. Or we can go full Type X. Oh, or these. These just look a bit like too like JPEG-y for me. Am I wrong in saying that? Like, these look so much cooler, these ones here, than the other ones. I do get the appeal, but they just look a bit too eh. See, I wish we had like the red bar in the middle as well, even with the Type X kit. Does that make sense? So we have these taillights, or these ones, but I want that part where the... See where it's red now in the middle. I wish that was red as well. But we don't have both of those. I think this is probably the cleanest set of lights, right? I mean, I really like the Type X ones. I think the Type X ones are cool, but... These, because I kind of want that bar. Mirrors. No change the mirrors to anything else. I don't really know if I want it, to be honest with you. Maybe these ones, actually. They're a little bit smaller. Skirts, we use something again to match everything on the side. So the CBW ones are clean. Those also kind of fit. These also fit as well. Maybe not. Yeah, there's the Street X ones, which is not as low as the rear end. They still kind of fit though. It still kind of goes with the same vibe. So it's either these ones here, or we go to CBW ones, which I don't think are as low. Yeah, CBW ones I think are the ones I'm gonna go with. I don't know why I press back every time I do that. Let's go back in. Trunk lid. Don't really want to change the trunk lid. We get rid of the wiper. We can have an integrated rear spoiler, which I kind of like. It's not even too bad. I kind of like that. I'm putting that on. Okay, wing. Big old wang time. This is clean. I like this. This is very, very much a drifter's wing. Oh, we don't have anything else available. Okay, let's get rid of that then. Like that. And let's check out some of the other ones. Okay. We have so many more available now because of it. I'm kind of down to just put this one on because obviously it's a, you know, it's a standard wing for this car. Some of these look clean. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these look really, really good. It's such classics though. Like I don't remember all of the names of the manufacturers for each one of these wings, but or for each one of these parts for the car. But like some of them are just such classic builds for, or like such classic things to slap on the cars. Can I put can I put this trunk lid and that spoiler? I think I should be able to. Yes. Yes, I can. Okay. I need to stop going back. Okay. I'm very much happy with that. Alright. Exhaust. Fattest pipes possible. I mean, or pipe possible, which is probably going to be this one. And then everything else is not really available because it has to... It's probably going to... Oh my god, I keep going back. Has to be probably with the rear bumper. It needs to have a very specific bumper. Okay, as for the wheel sidewall, do I really want them to do anything? Oh, we can actually change the tire thread as well. If you go to some of the other ones. I just noticed. I don't really want anything on them, to be honest with you. I think I'm fine with that. Alright, as for the drift wheels, we're gonna go D-spec. Even the 3-spoke Advans would probably look really, really clean on this. Even these, I think, would look really, really clean on this car, in my opinion. This is so, like, old school, like, FC RX-7. I think I have these on my FC as well. They actually do work really, really well with this car. But I also want to probably put something, something dished and shiny with this car, in my opinion. I think that would work really, really well. I think I'd be happy with something dished and shiny. I think that's quite clean. I don't want to go like the classics that everybody just slaps on these things. I don't even want to mention their name because it's like Voldemort. It's like everybody wants to put those on their car. I don't know, I kind of like these. They kind of suit it. Again, I want full on... Yeah, I want full on like dish for these wheels. So that's the one thing that I want to pay for it. Alright, paint job. As much as I want to have like a full on like livery on this thing, I think having just a clean paint on it would look really, really good. It doesn't necessarily have to be something like, you know, mental, but like something bright would be nice. Even this blue looks really clean. Even this blue looks really, really clean. Wheels need to be bigger. I'll adjust everything like that in a second, but this looks really good in my opinion. Blue and red always really contrast each other really nicely, so I really like the big red bar in the back. I kind of like this in blue. It's not even like just a regular blue, it's kind of like a navy blue. There's so many of these actually work really good. Even like a weird like bronze or green, or even a yellow or the orange looks really good because it's got like a weird like, a little bit like of a pearlescent effect to it, where there's like a brighter orange and a darker orange, the way you look at it. I'm going with this navy. I think it looks clean. I don't mind that at all. Hey, let's gonna leave alone taillights. We can... Oh, we can change that rear bar. Oh, well, I don't want to change that. That looks stupid. Hood, if I want to change it to anything, because we can't really change it to any sort of, like, weird colors as well, so I'm not gonna do that. Trunk light, no. Spoiler, no. Roll cage, I like the bright roll cage, so we're gonna do that. Glass, we can darken it a little bit. Headlight glass, no. Fog lights, no. Taillights, no. Rims. We're going full on. See, not chrome, but I do want to go with caramel. Caramel makes them shiny, but it doesn't like make them fully chrome. It's kind of like a weird like satin, like chrome, if that makes sense. Which is exactly kind of what I want with this. I could change it so the lips and the spokes are kind of different in terms of colors, but I don't really want to. I think that looks nice. As for this, let's go red, since I think, like I said, blue and red kind of complement each other. So let's go blue and red for everything here. because then it'll look nice and clean. Same with the brake caliper. Blue and red. Am I right in saying that this is a clean combo? Okay, wheel, drift wheel, handbrake, hydro. I don't really want it to be like enormous, but I also don't really want to keep picking the same one, but I feel like it just kind of suits it. It's gonna be manual. We'll keep it as manual. Driver's seat will change. We'll keep the passenger seat the way it is, though. There you go, drilled and slotted for that. Underglow. I am down to put some underglow on this thing. There you go. There you go. There you go. Not animated. This, I'm gonna go with a Jap plate, if you can find a clean looking one. I think that was probably the best one. I'm gonna go with that one right there. Sorted. Backfire effect, don't care. Nitro effect, don't care. Fog light or front lights, don't care. Smoke, don't care. Let's go back to this and change the color to red. Okay, we can't really change to anything else. Okay, cool. Color red. Color red. What's that look like? I feel like I've built something like this before, like Need for Speed. I'm not gonna lie to you. But then again, if we go into liveries, obviously we're gonna have loads of different types of liveries for all these. You know, like trying to copy and do all sorts from IRL, like drift cars and everything, which is very cool. But I want this thing to be like a street build, very sleepery street build, because this is ridiculous. I feel like I've spent a lot of time building this car. Come on, tell me this doesn't look good. You can't. You can't tell me this doesn't look like the cleanest build you've ever seen. How does this not look good? Come on. Okay, give me a sec. Let me change the wheels. Alright. This looks so good. I can't even lie, this looks amazing. Fitment is good. Huge amounts of steering angle. I think the color combo is great too. I mean, you guys can let me know down in the comments below, but wow. This is spinning its wheels forever. I don't even know what to say. Wow. This is my favorite drift car in this game. Oh, I tried to maybe whip a reverse. I let it go for a little bit too long, I think. Let's keep the lights on. I don't know if I need to adjust anything else, but it feels really, really nice. I need to go into the petrol station. Do I change my tires to something less extreme? Like this is what we're looking at the power figures, by the way. Look at the top of the screen. 790 horsepower, 1019 kilos. And we're drifting on Sports Plus tires. Usually drift cars in this game, if we are doing any drift builds, will be on Street Plus tires. So we're like 2 classes too high. There you go. We can get a head start now on the next. The next blueprint build. This is stupid. I'm in 6th, sliding. This makes so much power. I don't think I've ever... There's no car that I own that does this. I'm doing slides at 250 kilometers an hour on a highway. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. 270 kilometers an hour. Like, how is this even, like, a thing? Like, this isn't even usable for anything. We can't use it for events because there's no event that goes this high. But it's exactly what I expected it to be. This is exactly what I wanted this car to be. I wanted to have a full prototype build that's so extreme. You can't really use it on the mountain pass roads. I mean, we probably can. I literally have to use like 5% of my power. This is nuts. I've built one of the most pointless drift cars in this game because I have no way to use it. I'm kind of just manging on a highway doing 250 kilometers an hour. Going sideways. Like, it's just... Can I 360 actually? Because I didn't max out my Ackerman. It's just... I don't even know what to say to it. Where can we really use this car though? That's the question here. There's no like roads that we can genuinely really use it on. Maybe on... Maybe at the... We could use it maybe at the airstrip here, or we can maybe use it over at the... over on the racetrack, maybe? Should we try it on the racetrack? I feel like it's not really the best place to test out cars on the racetrack with this... Well, not drift cars anyway. I didn't even give it like the special fuel either, because it doesn't need it. I don't need this thing to be more responsive. I need this thing to be like more chill. And again, keep it in mind, we're on sports tires. Imagine if I was on like Street Plus tires, or just street tires. Okay, maybe not 6th. I have so much control with the car, by the way. I just feel like I'm going a bit too fast into some of these corners. The thing is, though, it's not even just the prototype power and prototype suspension, but it's also like the brakes are really, really good as well. You pulling up to one of these corners, you slam on the brakes, they're actually like working. They're good. So again, prototype parts, not only like this is like the sickest thing about the prototype build is that okay. I don't know what I was doing there. I don't know why I went fully on the grass trying to slow myself down, but obviously it's on the grass. But yeah, what I was saying is basically, you get prototype, like full prototype builds, it's not only just about power and weight and all that. It's every single aspect of the car. That's what makes it like a really, really weird, but like very, very sick build. Again, this car just, I don't think is... I feel like you can drift it for pretty much anything you want. The only problem is it's got so much power for like the smaller corners that You have to really, really refrain yourself from like flooring it. It's so nice. Like it's so easy to control. And again, keep it in mind, we're on sports tires. These are not tires to drift with. Our first tight corner. You go through it so quickly. You go through all the tight corners so quickly because I'm on kind of sticky tires. It just looks funny. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's full prototype drift build. My very first one, and I don't know how many people actually do full prototype drift builds to their setups, but if you have ever tried it before, then let me know if you feel the same way as I do. And if you haven't tried it, then I'd recommend it. If you have the time to collect all these prototype parts, you want to do a full prototype build, try and do it. Also, I'm talking about the PC, I'm not talking about on your phone, because you can't feel it and it's not the same as if you're doing it on your phone. I get the people on mobile will play a little bit differently and all that, but like, it's just not the same. But if you play it on PC or even console, you'll know exactly how I feel with this build. It's just amazing. It's so different to like the regular like other builds that I have done, like drift builds especially, because it's just a completely different beast. Like it's really easy to control, because that's kind of like just with the physics of the game, but it's just you have the confidence to just have so much grip, but also so much power. You push yourself out of any corner that you want in pretty much whatever gear you want. Like in like stick this in 6th and it'll still be fine. Genuinely really fun build. I'm happy that I decided to go with this instead of doing another like full-on race build. But yeah, it also looks clean too, in my opinion. I think this is probably, like I said, one of the cleanest looking cars that I have, especially with the way this is set up. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe. I'm down to continue doing more, you know, full prototype builds, but of course it just needs time, or I need time, I guess, to collect all the parts for all these. But yeah, let me know what you think of this build down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.